Welcome once again to DC TechNet. It's your own channel. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel, and it motivates us to create amazing content. So let's see what we have on the agenda today. So today we'll be focusing on some basic concepts in Active Directory, and I got one of the comments from one of the subscribers to explain these concepts. So first we'll be dealing with Tombstone Lifecycle Period of an object, and we'll be dealing with garbage collection process in the world of Active Directory. So these are the two concepts that we'll understand today. So Tombstone Lifecycle Period of an object. Now there is a disclaimer before moving ahead to understand the Tombstone Lifecycle Period of an object. So the disclaimer is the concept of Tombstone Lifecycle Period that we are going to understand in today's session is only applicable if Active Directory recycle bin is not enabled. So if your Active Directory recycle bin on your Active Directory is enabled, the concept of Tombstone Lifecycle Period is not applicable, what we are going to understand today. Now if you are really interested in understanding how the recycle bin works, or the mechanism, how the thought process is behind the recycle bin, I would recommend you to watch two videos on recycle bin on our channel. I will leave the link in the description. So let's get ahead. So Tombstone Lifecycle Period of an object. So what is Tombstone Lifecycle Period? So when an object is deleted in Active Directory, it doesn't get permanently erased from the Active Directory database. Instead, it stays in Active Directory for 180 days. And these 180 days are called as Tombstone Lifecycle Period of an object. So whenever we let's say delete a user, it will not get immediately erased from the database. Instead, it will stay in the database for 180 days, and these 180 days are called as Tombstone Lifecycle Period of an object. So let us look at the real tombstones now. Now you might have seen these tombstones, say in your life somewhere else, okay, in the graveyard or so. Why Microsoft named this concept as Tombstone Lifecycle Period? What was the intention, or what was the idea behind it? So the idea behind it is, whenever we let's say when a person dies, and in some ideologies, whenever a person dies, we bury the person. Okay, and it is assumed that in certain days it will take certain time for the body to get completely decomposed, and after those many time, again it will be completely turned into soil. And by that time, what happens is, whenever we bury the body, we put in a stone, letting everyone know that there is a body beneath this soil, and it has not yet decomposed. So after the complete decomposition, people go over there and then they remove the stone, and then some other person's body is, so that land can be used for some other person's body. So this is the whole purpose behind putting in a tombstone. So the whole concept is, the object is dead. Okay, the object is dead, but it is still alive in some form. Okay, the object is still alive in some form, but ideally it is dead. That's the reason Microsoft has named this concept as Tombstone Lifecycle Period. So I hope you understood the naming convention, why Microsoft used this naming convention as Tombstone. So this is the real tombstones. So when an object is deleted, it is not removed from Active Directory. Instead, the object is just marked for deletion. Okay, and an amount just marked for deletion, and this tombstone object will be replicated to all the domain controllers. So that's the whole idea behind it. So whenever we delete an object, it will take, say, 180 days, at least 180 days, maximum 180 days to that object to get replicated on all the domain controllers. So that's the whole idea behind bringing the concept of Tombstone Lifecycle Period. Now, after deleting an object, the attribute is deleted of the object is set to true. So there is only one attribute which changes, that is deleted attribute from not set to, it will be set to true. So these are the Tombstone Lifecycle Periods of, say, forest functional levels. So started from Windows 2000, it was only 60 days, 2003 60 days, and again 2003 Service Pack 1 180, and from 2003 R2 it's completely changed from, it is still 180 days till 2022. So let's take an example now. Let's take a real life example. Okay. So we have a user over named Sandra Jones, and we have opened up the properties of Sandra Jones, and we have also highlighted the is deleted attribute, and we can clearly see that the is deleted attribute is not set, okay, for Sandra Jones. So is deleted attribute for Sandra Jones is not set. This means the user is live, so it's not deleted. So this is how Active Directory works at the back end. So what happens when we delete an object in Active Directory? Let's see in the graphical manner now. So this is live object, and the is deleted attribute is not set. Then the admin deletes the object, and now the is deleted attribute changes to true, and the object is moved to Tombstone for 180 days. And after 180 days, the garbage collection process will erase all the objects that have crossed the Tombstone Lifecycle Period. So we'll be seeing what garbage collection process is in our upcoming slides. So this is the entire context over here. Live object delete, so admin deletes it, moves to 180 days. After 180 days are over, garbage collection will erase all the objects from the tombstone which has crossed 180 days. So let us understand garbage collection process now. What exactly this garbage collection process is all about. So this process runs on every domain controller, okay, with a default interval of 12 hours. So every 12 hours this garbage collection process runs on every domain controller, and we have to remember this is a maintenance process, and this is an inbuilt process which runs on every domain controller, and the interval is to every 12 hours. And one of the tasks of this garbage collection process is to erase all the objects that have crossed the Tombstone Lifecycle Period. So one of the tasks is to erase all the objects which has crossed the Tombstone Lifecycle period. There are many other tasks as well, but this is one of the tasks of the garbage collection process. Now again, the garbage collection process is, say, designated to free space within the Active Directory database. This is the, again, you can say, the advantage or the outcome of garbage collection, why they have introduced it. There are many things, but we have to remember erasing all the objects which has crossed the Tombstone Lifecycle Period is one of the tasks. If you want to know more about garbage collection process, please say leave a comment. I'll create an exclusive video only on garbage collection. What all the other tasks which are performed by garbage collection process. So hope you have enjoyed today's session. Let's summarize what we have seen today. So today we saw the Tombstone Lifecycle Period of an object, and we saw the garbage collection process in our Active Directory. So thanks for joining today. Hope you have enjoyed it, and enjoy your day.